for our first activity, we are going to use stream tables. You are going to get a very cool stream table set. And this is what the setup looks like. It comes in a big box, and it is enough equipment for 6 groups to work with it. A great introduction would be going through this book. This book, if you're not familiar with it, A River Ran Wild by Lynn Cherry, is about a river in New York that is named by the Indians, and it goes through how beautiful the river was and how beautiful the valley was, and then how development came and how the city grew up and it became polluted, and then it made the Indians very sad, and it goes through and cleans up the river, and it's a great introduction to talking about weathering and erosion. When you open up your lab box, you'll actually have a full lab page that you can copy for the kids. It's a pretty easy setup. You can see it here. You have a drainage base, you have the stream table itself, you have the water basin. So you can set it up however you want. This one, I just put some sand in, and you can see it that way. And when it calls, however you want to do it. There are several different ways you can set this up. You can keep it at this level. You can put your water in to make it rain, and it'll drip on the water, and they can watch the water run down and see how rivers are made and see what happens. You can talk about the erosion. You can talk about the deposition of it. This is a pretty quick example of it. You can also plug up some of the holes and make it smaller by just taking a piece of tape to it and making it run smaller that way. Different activities you can do with it. This one's a little bit harder to change as far as how high, how steep you want it, but you can play with it a little bit. I've got something else for you on that one. Another fun thing to do is to take a sugar cube and to put that put food coloring on it. Then you bury the sugar cube, and when it rains on it, then all of a sudden you have colored water coming out. Talk to the kids, this is pollution. How are you going to clean this up? What are you going to do to clean this up? So that's a whole new activity you can do with it. Something else you're going to get is you're going to get an underbed storage box. Very handy to store all of your equipment in it, number one. But number two, take a drill a hole in it, and now you have a much larger stream table that you can use. This one you can set up on the table of any kind. Obviously, you can change the steepness of it and do more of a demonstration with your class. And I find this is a whole lot easier to store than the 4 feet ones that they have hidden in our science lab. So, different things that you can do with a stream bed and different ways that you can do it.